Hey there you guys, welcome back. Today I just want to do a little update video on well, the grow space. It's finally full again. I'm starting to get my groove back. I'm starting to listen to some podcasts, some gardening podcasts. Where have those been all my life? I don't know. I've just started recently in the last week or two, and I'm really enjoying it. It's starting to give me a little bit more inspiration that I've kind of been lacking. I don't know, when I'm down in the grow space, I turn them on and I listen, and it's nice. It's nice to hear somebody kind of motivating you. It's nice to have, as much as I enjoy YouTube videos and stuff, you've got to be kind of there with the plants, or you've got to be with your computer, with your phone, or whatever you're watching them on, and then you got to go and do the stuff yourself. But with the podcast, you can have yourself, you could be gardening and listening at the same time, and it's really, really nice. I enjoy it. So I've been down here. I just did a little bit of a cleanup today. Finally got the majority of my plants in. There's a few things still in the garage. Not sure if I'm going to bring them downstairs or whether I'm just going to leave them in the garage. There's things like the Berkmansia. I've got some elephant ears. I've got my dahlia toes, the dahlia roots. I don't know what's going to happen. I think I'll bring some of them inside, but not very many. We'll see what happens. And next year, I think I'm going to try different overwintering methods. I've been seeing different ways to do things, and I want to try them out. I want to experiment. So that's what gardening's all about. It's all trying new things, seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work. Maybe there's something new. So yeah, I just thought I'd let you know. Oh my gosh. There's always more than one way to do something. Unless it's mathematics. Then there's a right and wrong. Anyway, enough with that. I've recently bought some new grow lights. I wanted to show you those. And I don't really have much experience yet with them. They're actually LED grow lights. I'm still quite new. These ones over here on the succulent pots, which I'll show you in a second, I've had those going for a couple of weeks. And then one I just turned on today, and they're pretty outstanding. But we'll see how the growth is. So anyway, without further ado, let's just get to it. And my arm's getting tired. I'm actually holding this up with my hand. Oh, you can see the tropical plants in the background. That's nice. I see the banana. I see some elephant ears. A lot of elephant ears. Anyway, let's get to it. So up here are the two lights that I was telling you about. These ones here, I actually kind of like these ones. They have an automatic on and off, so they have their own little timer. These are succulent planters I planted last late spring, and they're doing really, really well. They didn't look so good. They were some of my succulents that hadn't had enough light, and they just were looking straggly. But then they went outside and they started doing beautifully. Like, look at this one up here is doing really, really nice. I like this one a lot. I think this is called like Blue Giant or something. So yeah, these are actually USB lights. If I could show you these, it comes with a little clip, so they're hanging from my rafters and or my floor joists, and yeah, I'm able to change the way that they display their light. And I had to buy a new power bar that has mostly USBs on it, and super easy to use. The thing, I thought that they had good, strong light. Let me get my little light meter out, and the light actually is not very strong. I don't know if the intensity is going to be enough for these succulents. I've had them here for a couple of weeks, and the succulents don't seem to be stretching, but succulents don't grow very fast, so I will keep you posted on these, I guess, to see what happens, to see if they are actually doing the job. Because they're a different light frequency, they're going to be a little bit more efficient, so they might not need to have it really intense. As you can see, it's about 500 lumens over here. Even right up against the light, it's about 2,000 lumens, or lux, or 1,500, I don't know. As I move it, the second I move it away, it gets really significantly less. I need to have these about, you can't even see that. I can't even see my camera. You need to have it about 2 inches from the plant in order to make it really, really good. So, but because of USB, you can use these as desk lights. for your plants. If you have some plants beside your desk, say at your office, they might be perfect. I also got this one. I'm experimenting with this one. It's got these long rods. Same thing. It's got the different colors, the pink and the red and the blue, and it has this weird remote control. It's got a time on and a time off. It's kind of like a delay start, and then how long you want it to run after it starts. So I have it for 3 hours to start, and then it stays on for 15 hours, and then it automatically turns off. So what I'm thinking is it'll turn off after 15 hours, and then it will turn back on after 3 hours. So tomorrow I'm going to come down and I'm going to check it out. This is my little hospital area. This little cactus, the Opuntia, has some mealybugs. So I'm going to start doing a little hospital area where I segregate my plants. I should have done it many years ago, but now I'm just getting so fed up. I'm just going to, whenever I see mealybugs on something, I'm going to bring it over to this shelf. I'll probably end up putting a better light here, but there's not too much that I see mealybugs on now. When I'll see them is when my orchids start to bloom, and then they're going to come out of the woodwork, as they do all the time, which frustrates me, and that's why I don't really grow many orchids anymore, because every time they come into spike, the damn mealybugs come back. I don't see them on leaves very often, and when I do, I immediately wipe them off, and I spray the plant down, but then the second it gets a flower spike, you get like dozens, so it's very frustrating. So anyway, this guy's little in his little hospital area, off by himself, because the mealybugs crawl around. So here is the jungle that is in the middle of my my space. It is full. This is my big geranium, or pelargonium. I think it's magentum. It's a species geranium, and it's so huge. It's not bloomed yet for me. I was hoping it would bloom this year, but it has not yet. So maybe next year, hopefully, I might cut it back and take some cuttings, start with a smaller plant again. So this here is my Borneo King Alocasia. Behind it is a Portora. I need to move the light up because, as you can see, it's growing up above the light. What else do I have in here? No idea what this one is. I have no idea. I'll have to figure it out soon. Oh, I don't know. Here's Mayan Mask. I've been in here and I've sprayed my plant several times so far with my solution of water, soft soap. Well, I did the video, my insecticidal soap, my homemade stuff. I've done the video on that, and I've sprayed a few times. I'm trying to be proactive rather than before. I would wait until I saw bugs before I really started to spray. Now I'm spraying before I even see the bugs. So hopefully I get ahead of the game. This is one of my seedling ZZ plants, not ZZ, it's a ZZ plant, not my seedling, a cutting that I took many years ago, and it used to have my my elephant ear kalanchoe, and it had an agave in it. I separated everything out, so this guy now has his own pot. Got a few new bananas that I got from a friend. This is blue java, I think Thai blue java or something, and then red cyan. I'm not sure. This is going to have really beautiful red leaves, and this one has the very blue purple trunk. So that's pretty cool. So anyway, this wasn't going to be a whole tour of my grow space. I just like looking at all my plants. Next year, this banana, the NSET banana, I think I'm going to do it completely dormant next year. I see you guys making them go dormant, cutting off all the leaves, taking all the roots and soil away from the corm, and then kind of putting it upside down for a couple of days to make all the water drain out of all the little crevices, and then just storing it. And it looks really easy. So I might do a division, and then try some from some of the babies. I want to try to overwinter without having to bring it inside, because as you can see, I cut off basically all of the leaves here, and in the time it's been here, only a few weeks, it's already got I'm gonna say 3 new leaves on it, and then pretty soon it's probably going to hit the ceiling, and then I have no idea. I have no idea what I'm going to do. It's going to be crazy. So here's the other light that I got. Venison, I'm not sure. There's the name right there. Again, another Amazon purchase. This one I think was about $30 on sale. I think it was a prime deal. Or not a prime deal, a daily deal. And this one, it's significantly stronger. It's a really, really, really good high quality light coming from this one. I just turned this on today. I've got it on a timer, and I put the Vandas underneath it. I've got the Vanda. This is, do you remember this one? This was a little seedling Vanda that I've had for many, many, many years. It got sunburnt, sun scorched. I was outside all summer long, did beautifully all summer, but it was a cloudy, rainy summer. And then fall came along, and we got all kinds of beautiful sunshine that we hadn't gotten all summer, and it burnt. It fried everything. But who knew that the fall was going to have stronger sun than the summer? So you live, you learn. It's finally starting to grow out of it. This is new growth here, and that's actually looking not too bad. Then I have a Rinko stylus back in behind, and another Vanda. It was a Vanda seedling that I got a few years ago. Another one. So we'll see how it goes, and yeah, so I'm very eager to try this out. It's hard to find good light for the Vandas because they have to hang, and I can't put them on a shelf just by these lights that they're beside. So this, I think, will work out just perfectly. I can hang that from the ceiling, and then these guys can hang just below it. So yay! So anyway, this is the grow space. It's nice and full. I could barely walk around again. It's a nice feeling. And now that not everything is outside and only a little bit is inside, now I'm coming downstairs and I'm able to look at everything and assess and do what needs to be done. I was really lacking in the watering department down here for a while with all of my other stuff, but now that I'm down here more often, things are getting a little bit better attention. So that's fantastic. And I will show you individual plants soon, and we'll talk about them. Anyway, until next time, I hope you enjoyed this. Happy growing.